In this video, we're going to be talking about coffee. Is it really healthy? How to brew the healthiest cup possible, avoid coffee jitters, and what are the dangers with conventional store-bought coffee? There's nothing quite like the aroma of a freshly brewed cup in the morning. It's something I've grown to love and appreciate over the years, and I know I'm not alone in this. But like with any pleasure, there's the potential for abuse, and I'm sure many of you have at least once consumed too much coffee and then experienced being way too wired. But there's another aspect when it comes to coffee, a question that always comes up. Is coffee healthy or is it unhealthy? Well, the answer to this question isn't as simple. In fact, there have been numerous studies conducted on the health effects of coffee, and the results are quite contradictory. Some research suggests that coffee has a bunch of health benefits, while others point to the potential risks associated with its consumption. To find the answer, we need to dig deeper into the world of coffee and understand the intricacies of its cultivation, processing, and preparation. It's essential to recognize that not all coffee is created equal, and the factors that influence its health properties are numerous and all interconnected. So let's consider a hypothetical scenario. There are two groups of scientists and they decide to study the health effects of coffee. One group chooses high quality, naturally grown coffee, specialty grade, pesticide free, and then they check it for all the mycotoxins and other contaminants before conducting the research. The other group runs across the street to the gas station and grabs a takeaway cup from there. Now, these two groups conduct their studies and the results come in. The group that used the high quality coffee finds numerous health benefits, while the group that used the lower quality coffee discovers potential health risks. So, do you see the problem? The takeaway coffee not only has lower quality beans, but it also comes with a host of other contaminants like pesticides, mold, and BPA from the cup lining. So, both sets of results are accurate, but they're based on entirely different types of coffee. And this example illustrates the crux of the issue. There is no one-size-fits-all definition of coffee, and the type of coffee used in a study can significantly impact its results. So, without a clear standard for what constitutes as coffee, research findings can be misleading and confusing, leaving us unsure whether coffee is, in fact, good or bad for our health. Coffee also has a rich history and a deep-rooted culture that spans the globe. From the traditional Ethiopian coffee ceremony to the bustling cafes of Italy and the vibrant specialty coffee scene of the United States, it's clear that coffee plays a significant role in the lives of people across continents. But behind every cup of coffee lies a complex story of cultivation, and one that is fraught with challenges. Growing coffee is no easy task, and coffee farmers have to navigate a myriad of obstacles, from the fickle nature of the plants themselves to the devastating effects of climate change.
Well, what if we made every decision based on health without compromise? Could something that's already good for you be made even better? By some conscious sourcing and roasting, is there anything that we could do to actually make a difference?
We just sat down with Andrew Salisbury, the founder and CEO of Purity Coffee, for the Homesome podcast. Purity is the only tightly controlled and certified completely non-toxic, mold and pesticide-free specialty-grade coffee producer in the world. And they have dedicated their work to understanding the science behind coffee and the factors that contribute to its healthiness, or the lack thereof. As a matter of fact, we've partnered with Purity Coffee to help you get started on your journey towards a healthier and more ethical coffee experience. By using the code HOMESOME20 at checkout, you'll get 20% off your first order.
When we started to recognize that coffee that was grown in a regenerative, organic agriculture way was better for the compounds that we cared about in coffee, we wanted to start seeing if there's anything we can do on the farm level to improve the quality of coffees.
One of the most significant factors affecting the healthiness of coffee is the use of pesticides and chemicals in coffee farming. These substances are often applied to protect the crops from pests and diseases, but they can leave harmful residues on the beans that eventually make their way into our cups. Another issue is the presence of mold and mycotoxins in coffee beans. Coffee beans are susceptible to mold, which can produce harmful toxins known as mycotoxins. And these toxins are detrimental to our health if consumed. So this makes it essential to ensure that the beans are free from mold and mycotoxins. Lastly, the way coffee beans are roasted, processed, and stored plays a crucial role in determining their healthiness. The roasting process can influence the chemical makeup of the beans and affect their flavor, aroma, and health properties. Similarly, improper processing can introduce contaminants, while poor storage conditions can cause the beans to deteriorate and become less healthy over time. As we learn more about what makes coffee healthy or unhealthy, it's important to consider our own habits and how they impact our relationship with this beloved beverage. It turns out that the way we consume coffee can make a significant difference in how it affects our health. For instance, a simple change like delaying your morning cup of coffee for at least 90 minutes after waking up can help your body's natural cortisol cycle kick in. And this practice is beneficial for both men and women, allowing for a more balanced hormonal response throughout the day. Instead of reaching for that cup right away after waking up, try going outside and taking a walk to soak in some natural sunlight. This exposure to light can help regulate your cortisol levels, making your coffee experience even more rewarding. And another factor to consider is the timing of your coffee consumption. It's best to avoid drinking coffee after 2 p.m. or even earlier for those who metabolize caffeine slowly. This helps prevent the body from becoming too wired later in the day, leading to better sleep quality and reduced dependence on coffee in the morning. The way coffee beans are roasted, processed, and stored also plays a crucial role in determining their healthiness. From the roasting process to storage conditions, each step can influence the final product's chemical makeup and overall quality. Ultimately, the healthiest way to enjoy coffee involves understanding our individual needs and making conscious choices. By delaying our morning coffee experience and exposing ourselves to natural light and being mindful of caffeine intake throughout the day, we can savor our daily brew without compromising our health. However, the main challenge we face is ensuring that everyone has access to high quality coffee, as not all coffee beans are created equal. So, for the healthiest cup possible, choose specialty grade and organically grown beans from producers that support regenerative farming and fair trade practices. And in doing so, we also contribute to a more equitable and environmentally friendly coffee landscape. And if you want to learn more about the science behind the healthiest cup of coffee possible, check out this podcast that we did with Andrew Salisbury.